Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Isaac and today I'm going to be reviewing another Master Grade Gundam kit. Today we're reviewing this beautiful fellow right here, the Gundam Heavy Arms Endless Waltz. So let's take a look at him, shall we? As you can see here, our friend is a very nice looking figure. Looking at the front, he looks pretty well sculpted. The sides look amazing. You have lots of detail all over this guy. Back, and it's a pretty good looking figure. As you can see, the sculpting on this figure is amazing. It's well sculpted, well designed, and the color-coded plastic works great. Of course, you do have to add some painting, for example, the eyes and some of the other bits. Speaking of which, someone decided he couldn't be hushed for a moment, so I picked him up. Now he's nice and happy. Behold, Internet. Your kitty overlord comes to say hi. Like, what do you want? What do you want, human? To pedal you, to pet and cuddle you as I do a review. But overall, the figure is well designed and done well. I know I just said that like 3 or 4 times, but it's worth saying. This is excellent and well worth its term in the Master Grade line. It makes me want to build more Master Grades, which I certainly will do. In fact, we have some interesting something. If you guys paid attention to our community tab, and yes, I do have a community tab and I do post there regularly, you'll find that we had a little bit of a poll because after our next round of gunpla reviews, which we do have one left in this round, the marvelous manga only Gundam Eclipse. You can probably see him if I move my head back there. Yeah, you can see the Gundam Eclipse sitting there next to Megatron's head. You'll see him next week. So, we'll be looking at that big baluka next week. But for right now, let's take a look at all the nice little features that this particular Gundam actually has. Starting off, our Gundam friend here. He has a head that's on a ball joint that can bend that far down. He can look up that far. He can swivel his head right and left. His shoulder pads open up here, and you'll see multiple racks of missiles. And the backside also opens up by coming out like a switchblade to show even more missiles. His chest, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Of course. Why am I not surprised? 1 second. And there's one of the main problems with this figure right there. Due to the sheer size of the Gatling gun, as impressive and amazing as it is, it can make it a hard time for the arm holding the Gatling gun to, well, stay on the figure. It's rather large and impressive weapon, so it's kind of hard for it to actually sit on the peg. It's certainly not the hand grenade that I've heard some of these Master Grade figures can be, so I don't really fault it too much for that. Now that we have the arm reattached, let's get back to getting this open so I can show you guys. There you go. Both sides open up to reveal more Gatling guns. Let's close those back up. Hang on. Actually, let's open them back up so I can show you the cockpit, which also opens up, and you can see the feet of our pilot there. Alright, let's move to the arm here. It is double jointed, so it can bend all the way up. Looks like he fell out a little bit here. Let me get this back into its peg. Yeah, sometimes these are a slight pain in the rear, but not super bad. The combat knife here does flip out as well. And just to show you that double bend, there we go. And the hands and fingers here are not articulated. They have that model except for the thumb, which has a ball joint. So it has that model where you pop the other 4 digits out and swap them out for different hand features. And I'll show you that this belt here plugs right into the back of the Gatling gun. So just plug that in there. There we go. As you can see, the Gatling gun, like I said before, it can make it a pain in the butt for the arm to stay in place. So let's talk about that real quick for a second. Speaking of the Gatling cannon, you guys want a little bit of tip building this thing, be sure to have a little bit of glue. Now, the reason I say this is that the clips that actually go into the Gatling gun and the drum magazine itself have a habit of coming off the belt, and there's not really anything holding the belt aside from those 2 clips, and all the little things are individually attached. So my little suggestion to you guys is to take those clips as you're putting them together, glue them together. That way you have a perfectly functional belt. One of the reviews I read on New Type where I got this figure, apparently the person talked about how they glued it in a way that they couldn't take the belt out, and now they couldn't demonstrate it as having the beam saber arm. I don't demonstrate it that way myself, simply because of the holding bits of the arm are actually hard to pry apart, and I don't have a part separator. So, I don't, I don't feel comfortable trying to yank apart an arm to put another arm on to do the saber bit, which, by the way, this figure can do if you actually get it. It has those sprues where it has another arm attachment where you can literally take the Gatling gun off and set it up to look like you're pulling out a beam saber out of the arm. A nice little nod to a part in the anime where Hiro Yuri borrows the Heavy Arms Gundam from its pilot. Unfortunately, I forgot his name. Heavy Arms Gundam fans, ahoy, I sure will probably tell me in no certain terms how much of a terrible Gundam fan I am for not remembering who his name is. Sorry, I haven't seen Gundam Wing. I'm trying to catch up. I just finished Double Zeta. The only real Gundam show I actually got to watch as a kid was G Gundam, and I've gotten to see a little bit of Gundam Zero, a little bit of Gundam Seed. Most of my knowledge from Gundam Seed comes, oddly enough, from the actual Game Boy fighting games and playing ROMs of that, so I just like the robots and I enjoy the models. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Gomenasai. But yeah, well, let's continue on, shall we? Alright, now that we've got everything reattached here, let's continue on with our posability feature. You can open up these little orange boxes on his skirts to reveal more missiles. On the side skirts here, you can open these little red boxes to have more grenades. Yes, this thing is armed to the teeth, and this is on both sides. The leg goes up that far to do one heck of a kick. Very nice. The leg does have a double bend and an awesome little shifting armor mechanic for the knee there. Toe can go set aside. It is on a ball joint. Toe can close. Each of these doors on both sides for the missile boxes can open as well, revealing additional missiles. So you can do a full barrage form mode if you want, just by opening up everything and doing all that goodness. So let's straighten him up here as best I can for the moment. As you can see, this figure is actually well posable and pretty well articulated. As far as accessories go, well, you seen it. The accessories are pretty much the beam Gatling cannons and all the missiles and everything that come with him. That's pretty much all it is to him. The only additional accessory is the very arm bit that I'm talking about, where you have to take it apart to put it back on. Ed, I'm sorry. Look, my experience, especially with these Snap-on models, is it's very easy to break the little pegs that are like this big to attach stuff to. So forgive me if I decide that I really, really don't want to risk it. Especially as nice as this figure is, I hate to lose a figure's arm because I wanted to show off a gimmick. But other than that, let's actually talk a little about the size of this figure. It's a nice little 8 to 6 inch figure. It's not a terrible thing. So let's actually do a size comparison of this figure. And here he is next to the RX-78-2, Amuro's Gundam from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. We now have him next to the Burning/God Gundam, just a little taller than him. Then we have him next to his partner in crime, so to speak, or at least one of them, the Gundam Wing Proto Zero. This is of that version. Also, before I leave, I want to show you guys something I did forget to show you in the posability. He has a very limited torso twist there. So, figured I'd stop and let you guys know about that. As you can see, this figure is about average for his height. It's not too bad. It's what you expect from a 1/100th figure. I absolutely adore this little guy. And I would definitely recommend you pick him up if you want one. Now, I picked him up at New Type, so I'm going to put that link down below. If you enjoy getting stuff like this at, let's say, the Big Bad Toy Store, the Lunar Toy Store, have fun. So, and by the way, I should note that no, New Type did not sponsor this video. It's just that I pretty much bought all of my models so far from them, as they were an ad for another, well, figure reviewer. Okay, more specifically Jobby, because I do actually watch a number of his Transformers reviews here and there. So, yeah, I definitely recommend this figure if you're interested in the Gundam Wing franchise. It's a solid figure, not likely to fall apart on you, which gives it a nice 8 out of 10. Obviously, you know, I can't give him a 10 out of 10 for a couple of reasons, mainly because of the engineering problems in terms of the sheer size of the Gatling cannon and how it interacts between, well, the figure's ability to actually hold it and everything else. Overall, I do enjoy this figure. I do find it to be pretty nice. It wasn't super hard to put together. It was pretty straightforward. And that's even coming from me, who can't even read kanji. So, hey, have fun, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. It definitely helps out my channel and helps, well, appease the algorithm gods. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, my friends.